Hi, in this video, you're going to see about an application created using a Oracle database as a backend. That is connecting using an Oracle database as a backend and using a JFrame in Java as a front end. So I've created a police record management system. So the objective of this application is that to collect records stored in that records are entered through that is stored in a database, and there at the certain time the wanted records or if any important records to be searched can be fetched from this database. So this was the objective of this application, and I used here in this. So first of all, let us see how the to connect the data, that is this application to backend. So we need a three main thing is that we need to, first of all, we need to import a first of all, we need to import a java.sql. So where java.sql have a packages called for the packages to connect to database, that is any database, for example Oracle, MS Access, MySQL. So any type of data, that is SQL database, can be connected through this package in Java. So that was the first thing, and second thing was to we need to import a driver. So for importing a driver, so this is the class dot for name, that is Oracle. So this is an Oracle database. I'm going to connect a Oracle database. So name Oracle dot jdbc dot driver dot Oracle driver. So the Oracle driver should be that is should be mentioned. So it can be find that driver. So the driver will be enabled. So after that, before that is another important thing is that we need a JDBC, that is JDBC jar file for connecting this SQL and this Java. So for every, that is not only for Java, if you take Python, C++, or any other HTML something, you need a JDBC for connecting this thing. So I have been connected. So I will show you that in the library I have been added. So in add, I'll show in my properties what are the jar files has been added. So this was the jar files. So this is the OJDBC 14 jar. So this was the jar file used to connect to database and the our front end application. And another two jar file I have been used here, that is a calendar. So for in this I have used a date picker. So for date, for choosing a date, I have been added a jar file. So it is used for that. And R2 rs2ml is for getting the app, that is after getting from if you want to search anything from that database, the data will be fetched through the program, and I'm showing that I'm going to show the data in the table. So in that case it will be more useful, that is this R2 rs2 xml will be more useful. It will convert that, that is the result set is the one of the class. It is going to store the data from the, that is what are the thing we will write a query, and according to that query it will be fetch the data. So the result set class will hold the data. So the to convert the data into a table form, that is table have been created. So to convert the data into a table, this rs2ml will be very useful for that. So that is the work of this jar file. So this jar file is nothing but it has more, that is it has more classes inside the jar file. It has more classes which is which are needed for this, for particular operation. So that's just the thing. And after that, installing that JDBC. So the thing you need to make is that we need to connect is that um, we need to first of all we need to make a connection. So connection, that is connection is a class con equal to driver dot manager. So we need to get the connection, and the connection name is that JDBC. What we need JDBC, we are going to connect that our database name is Oracle thin local host. We are storing that database in local host. So the port number will be for it will be default for every thing, that is 1521, and system is the username. So it will be default for everything, everybody. That is during installation of Oracle database, it will be this system, and password you will be set during installation of Oracle database. I have been given my password here. So if you give the thing, it will be connected. It will be connected. So at this, when the compiler execute this statement, it will be connected to the database. And after connecting to the database, what are the things you can you have keep in your database can be fetched. So for that, I have written a simple, let us say a simple query. I have written as I'm going to insert a data, that is a name, gender, address, phone number, email ID, something more data I'm going to insert in a table in a police management. So police management is a table I have created in a database. So you can see. I will show you my username. Sorry, system. It will be default, and I'll write my password. And in the tables, there are list of tables in my database, and you can see uh, here police management. So in this police management, these are the tables have been made. So the name, gender I am going to insert, and this is the value we need to give. So question mark. So it will be, this is the one of the useful for using that prepared statement. So if you use prepared statement, you can give, that is ps dot set one. So in that one, in the first position you can add name, second position you can add gender. So that is the thing. So up to how much value you are going give, you are going to give that much, that question mark you need to give. And after that, the prepare statement equal to con dot prepare statement. So the query I'm going to pass in this prepare statement. So after that, I need to give the values. So this name, gender, these are the things I will get from the user. So that is the text file I've created in that application. Date, gender, that is the drop down list box, then email, district, address, state, description of the complaint. So all the other things will get from the user, and it will be given to the database. And I'm going to, that is, after that, ps.execute update is, it will be update in the database, and I have closed the connection, and it will be so record added successfully. And that's the thing. So this was the short overview of this, how to connect, and how it will be worked. So this is the only concept I have been used in entire application. So this is the concept will be repeated in everywhere. So I'm going to now, let us see the output, how it is working. So this is the front page, and here this is for confidential. I have been created my own ID and password. So the user cannot create a ID, that is user cannot be created ID for this thing. I have been created in my own database. I have been created. So my ID will be this, and I'm going to give my password. So after that, I'm going to log in. So it will show login successful. So after that, this is the home page of my application, and the ID, now ID will be shown here. And you can see add, there you can add a record, then you can find the record, then you can log out. So in find record, what are the thing, if you, before in database, what are the thing it will be add, it will be shown here. So that is the thing. And add record, you can add a record, so you can raise a complaint, you can add a record. So simply let us give a name called Arun. My name Arun. I'll give given, and let us say subject something vehicle missing a person. I'll give a person missing, and I'll give a date of birth something today's. Let us give today's data. Today simply you can give some date of date, and you can give email, email ID something. You can give, this will be string, so it is not considered. That is email ID, it will be should be valid, but this is a simple application, so I have not considered that that is it is a valid email ID or not. Simply you can give the thing. But if you in future, if you want to more get more implemented, you can make a email validation here. And district, gender is male, and district you can give Coimbatore, and give Coimbatore. And mobile number you can give anything, any mobile number you can give. And the state is I'm giving Tamil Nadu. And address something, any text you can give. And complaint also I'm giving anything. And if you press submit, it shows record added successfully. Let us give OK. It is added successfully thing, but let us check our database whether it is added or not. So this is my database, and if you give data, see here, the Arun, I have been given that is to I have given today's date, so that is 11 November. So male, and something phone number I have given Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. Person missing, so this is the person missing I have been given, so this has been added into my database. So that is the thing. And after that I need to find record. So here also the last row you can see, this was the thing you can. And you can see this is the thing I have been added lost. And if you want to change, you cannot be changed in that this. And we can filter this data. So if I want a person from Andhra Pradesh, or let us say Tamil Nadu, and district may say Coimbatore, and in subject person missing, uh, date is let us give any date. And if you see this is the Arun, that is last I have given, you can see the it will be fetched here. It will be I have been used, or you can make, if a state is Tamil Nadu, you can give district something value. If you given according to the state, it will be displayed. So that is anything, if you give anything, it will be suited, it will be displayed here. So that is the thing I have been used, that is OR gate. In everything I have given OR gate. If you use AND, it will be in the value should be accurately should be given. So then only the data will be fetched according to that. So if you give OR, so any data according to that state, district, or subject, what does the subject, according to that you can make search. So that is the thing. And this was the overview of my application. And after that, if you give simply give a logout, it will be account will be logged out. So after that, it will be returned to new, that is login page. So that's it from this. And this was the data simple application using Java, that is connect as using a database as Oracle. So thank you.